All right, here we are. It's my weld rotator that I've been working on for the last few days. Picked up this lathe chuck and made this little gearbox. I got photographs of everything. With it has bearings inside of it and spacers and the bottom of the bolt. It's a bolt right here that goes through and that screws into the actual chuck. And the motor is a split shaft motor, and it goes right up into a hole, but I TIG welded a part of the hole closed to make it flat so that it just pushes right up in there and it works great. Okay, this is the weld rotator that I've been working on, and you see the motor. You pull this and the whole thing rotates to a 45 or to 90 degree right there. So, and in order to control it, make the motor go to the speed that I want, I had to get controllers. And what I did, I got them off the internet. They're all fit in there nice and tight. And this is your potentiometer. This is your on and off button. And this little gadget right here, I found this in this jar that my father had in his shop. He used to like to piddle around, work on TVs a long time ago with all the tubes and everything. Anyway, my dad was an airframes mechanic. He worked on jet fighters. And anyway, he had all kinds of little things. There's some stuff in there, looks like little military switches. But that's what this is. It's a little switch, and it's not your normal switch. It's a real old switch. This thing's from probably the 40s or well, probably the 50s, 60s, and it's just a three-way switch. And I've got one on order that I was going to put in here. But when I found that jar today, I started looking through it and I saw that three-way switch. You know, the old three-way switch of my dad's. So I thought, how cool is that? I'm going to use that. So I hooked it up and I plugged everything in. I put plugs on the back and the side. This plug here on the back, that's where the power comes in from a regular transformer, 12-volt transformer. And this comes out, the power comes out after it goes through the whole system, and it goes to the motor, which I have hooked up with this plug that I put on. So anyway, I had to make this box. So after I've done everything, I just tore it up. Sorry, just making this thing up as I go. Real quick, wanted to do it, but you see, that's my diagram of this box. I had a bigger box I was going to make, and I was going to actually make the paper pattern and everything. So I go all the way with it to make sure, because it's like measure twice, cut once. Anyway, that's my diagram that I use put it down. You can see little holes, little dots where I took the scribe and I punched a hole into the metal so that I could draw my lines on the metal and such as that. And then I folded it all up into this box and riveted the sides, nice and neat. That's cool looking. And anyway, so that's what I wanted to do. It's going to be sitting right here. Well, I didn't really want to have to go and drill into this heavy plate and everything, trying to have like little wings sticking out of the side of, little wings sticking out on each side to screw it down. I didn't want to go through that. So I've just been thinking, I just thought of it just now and figured it out. You got the opening right here. So I figured I'll make this plate, and what this will do is when the piece comes down on top of it, it'll go, and then this piece right here, it will come down over top with that hole. It'll slide in, and then this side right here, if you can see that clear enough, it's you see it's got a little bit of an angle from Danny. It's angling. It's actually angling that way a little bit, kind of like that, slightly. And then I got the top rounding in so it doesn't hook up on the inside of this section right there when it goes down over top of it. So what's going to happen, it's going to slide on and go down and push down, but with that little bit of angle that this side has like that, it's going to snap it right down to it. And I'm going to use some 3M fabricating tape, double-sided. Stick that right there, stick this on there, and it should work out great. All right, we're kind of finishing up on this project. I get to clean up my workshop, man, because woof, boy, this thing looks horrible. Oh man, I just had a buddy, Chad Ham, talking about how he cleaned up his workshop or something. He cleaned up something, and he's gonna get the women all over us. We're gonna all have to clean up because Chad started this cleanup phase. At any rate, this box went right on here fine. It snapped right down on exactly the way I wanted to put it down on here. And there's the power going, and you can see the rotator rotating. If I flip the switch, you know, this old, I think it's an old aircraft button that my dad had from the air station, as he was an airframes mechanic. You flip it, and there it goes in the opposite direction. You can slow this down, you can speed it up. I like it going that direction. So you go down, and you can see this thing go real slow. I mean, you take her down to whatever speeds, you know, you can get that TIG water or whatever water you're using to go. And yeah, man, look how slow that thing's going, man. Oh man, is that nice or is that nice? Yeah, Daddy-o, that's cool stuff there, buddy. Yeah, and you pull this out and it rotates so I can have it, you know, any direction I want it. I'll show you that real quick, but I'll unplug that and pull that. And you can see this will go like this or like that. And I just got to plug this little pin back in, but I can't do it and hold the camera at the same time. So at any rate, that's that. So there you go. Works great. What do you think, Hampton? What do you think, buddy? We done? Yeah, I know you're ready to go in. All right, man. I'll see y'all later. Man, can you see how slow this thing's moving? Just rotating. Slow, Daddy-o. I ain't lying. 10% power. Man, I tell you what. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. This is fantastic. You crank that bad boy up. That's a 10-pound plate, ladies and gentlemen. 10 pounds. This thing will handle easily 25 pounds. Maybe more. I don't know how much it'll handle when it's at a 45 or a 90 degree, you know, like that. But yeah. Wow, man, I'll tell you what, take that thing down to 10. Oh my gosh. That's just amazing. Look how slow that is. Oh man. Oh, look at that. That is just, oh my gosh. Oh, men get excited about the silliest things. Oh my gosh. This is too cool, man. I made it myself. $100. Yeah, buddy. The ones that control like that, it costs a lot more. You can get it for 2,000 or 3,000. Hey, buddy, you happy with that? What do you think, bud? What do you think, bud? Huh? Yeah? Huh? I could put you on top of it and it rotates you, buddy. Yeah. All right, Hampton. All right, buddy, we get to go in now. You're wagging your tail. You're all happy with it, too? Yeah. I'm happy with it. All right, guys. Take care.